Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Zachariah the Ghost. Guys, I was just watching episode 8 of The Wife, and so far guys, we are still on the 3-part episodes that Showmax decided to upload on the 25th of November. And remember, we are still talking about gender-based violence. We are still talking about those episodes whereby they are trying to highlight what is a nightmare to South Africa, because we all know how things are. Every day when you look at the news, it's just some horrible things which are happening in South Africa. So I think this is important, for this kind of a TV show, which is currently #1 on Showmax, to highlight, gender-based violence, because it's something that we cannot ignore. Guys, when we were looking at episode 8, we saw that there was a great, chemistry between Mngele and Hlomo. They were getting along, because even when Hlomo woke up early in the morning, she was making sure that she make breakfast for everybody, taking care of the Zulu family, making sure that they all eat, they are all happy. And we saw that early in the morning, she went back, because now they gave us a scene whereby they are still in bed, the same way they open episode 7, and now they were still in bed. And she was like saying, what, we should speak more about, the money that I saw in your wardrobe. I'm not happy about it. They spoke about it, and now Mngele had to explain again of saying, the taxi business is risky, so we don't put money in the bank. That's the reason why you saw that amount of money, and that is 3.5 million. That's 3.5 million in the bank. And Hlomo was like saying it is not safe. We should move that money and put it in the bank so that it will make more money. There will be some interest, and you can be safe also, because of if you have that kind of money in the house, people can come and rob you and stuff. And Mngele was like trying to say, yes, we will talk about it later, this and that, but she didn't want to take that. And she was like saying, we have to speak about it. And also the children. I'm not happy to see the children around here. They should go to private school. So that made me, question myself a bit, because of I know that the other 3 guys, they are already in university, because they have mentioned it over and over again when they were in Britex rank of saying, but why you guys are here? Because you're supposed to be at school. They've been mentioning that, and we already know that the older brothers, they are already in school, in varsity. But these other 3 young ones, we were not sure about until Hlomo said they need to go and be in the private school. Of course, that was an idea that, he had to agree with Mngele. We saw when Mngele saying, what we are going to do, we will start at the bank so that we can deposit money in the bank. And from thereafter, we are going to go and pick up your brother at the airport. And now that's how we will start our day. They had an agreement, they did that, and now they send Sambulu to go and pick up the twin brother to Hlomo. And now we saw that when they were on their way, it was like a family. You see how Zulu brothers do stuff. Sambulu was driving the taxi, and the kids were in the taxi too. So the twin brother didn't like that. He was like saying, I thought you were going to request maybe an Uber or Maxi taxi to come and pick me, but now you came with the public transport, you came with the taxi, and I don't understand the crisis behind us. And all those kids, they were calling, Hlomo mama, and she was like saying, why are they calling you mother? And that scene, it really shows that they are united, because now they don't have a specific person that they call mother, or a specific person that they call a father. When Hlomo was asking, nxoba's son, who is your father? He was like saying, Baba. Like, to the Zulu family, whoever who is older to that family, you have to refer him, as your father. And that's how it is. And if there is a woman in the house who is maybe your uncle's wife, you need to know that that one is your mother. And she will take care of you, And that's one thing for sure that I like about the Zulu family. They, they have this solid way of, operating their whole family. And we saw that after that, they went to a place where they sat, to have a drink and everything so that the twins, can catch up. Right there, that's where we saw that, they were taking out clothes because you already bought them the uniform for their new school. And the twin brother already revealed that Shlomo took out, money that he never seen before. Like, Shlomo, I've never seen that kind of money, because of Shlomo was paying cash for those 3 young ones so that they can be in the private school, and she also bought them a uniform. And right there, something happened, because when they were busy talking, the twin brother wanted to know, why are you called mother? Why are you with all these people? Because I don't know you like this. I know you as a private person. I know that you are dating, the doctor. What's really happened? And she was like saying, we will speak about it later. And something really happened when they were busy talking, because now Dr. Sandile showed up, and now she wanted to know, how did you know that I was here? How did you know that I'm here? And he said, find my phone. It's one of the apps that they're using right now to track, people. And now they had a discussion. I remember when he was surprised, like, why are they calling you mother? Since when you are a mother? Since when you have children, And it was, one of those things that it was difficult for her to explain. She kept on saying, why do you follow me? Why are you here? This and that, leave. And now he had to leave. But he said, you are going to regret, because of now the way you are doing things, you're doing things very bad. And now I know that you are, sending these guys to come and beat me. Because he was like saying, so what? If you're saying I must leave, if I don't leave, what will happen? And that was very much important for him to see what was going on, to see that she is not herself, because she is becoming the housewife. She is taking care of the Zulu family. And when he's saying, you are going to regret, it's like he has seen some things. And surprisingly, on episode 9, it happened that Mele decided to beat her, and it is just all of those. But there was a scene whereby nxoba and mandisa had to go back and forth now and fix that problem that they were having, because on episode 7 they were fighting because of now he didn't pay the damages for their son. I believe his name is Ndumiso. He didn't pay the damage, so they had to go and fix it. But when they went to the family, Matubela family, they find out that the game has been rigged. The game is changed, because they were there to pay for damages, but the Matubelas, they wanted them to pay lobola, and they wanted 80,000 rand. And that scene right there, it's one of those things that we see every day, whereby people are dating, they have a child, they break up, but one parent will use the child to punish the other. Because it's what is happening, because, nxoba wants to spend time with his son, but he cannot, because of she's saying, if you don't pay for damages, that means you cannot have the full access to be with your son. And now, when they are going to meet the family trying to pay for the damages, now they are saying, look, forget about the damages. You were supposed to start when our daughter Mandisa was pregnant. You didn't do that. And during that time, we were going to charge you we were going to charge you 4 cows, and each cow was like 5,000. That means they were going to charge them 20,000 for damage. But because of its 8 years, you need to know that those 4 cows will, make other cows, and it's gonna be, that crazy amount of money. Because now Nkosana was like saying, how did you get to 80,000? Because we were supposed to pay 20,000 for the damages, and now, they were trying to explain it. And one thing for sure I like about that discussion, it was like, because of it was the difference between the two cultures. Mandisa's family, they are Xhosa, and nxoba's family, they are Zulu. Now, it was the battle between the Xhosas and the Zulus, and you know how it goes, and at the end, the Xhosas had to win that battle, because they were like saying, take it or leave it, 80,000 or nothing. Now, because of they wanted to have their blood, they wanted to have ndumiso, and they finally agreed to pay 80,000. And we have seen Usambulo saying, oh, but for that means you are married now to Mandisa. You are a married man. He was like saying, no, I'm not a married man. You know we are here because of ndumiso. We are here so that I can get my son. He was like saying, but you can't pay 80,000 for damages. That means the causes are more smarter than you, or that means the Matubelas are more smarter than you. I thought you were the smart one, and that's something else. And it really shows that sometimes when you don't do things the right way, later in life, when you're trying to claim certain things, when you're trying to do certain things, it becomes difficult. Because now what she did to go to Home Affairs and say, you know what, I'm changing the surname, I think it was a smart move. It shows that women can still play that game of saying, I'm the mother, I have more power. Because even if when we go to the maintenance, court, it's still a bit difficult because they side with the mother a lot. You will get that access of being with your child if you're paying for maintenance, and which is what the majority of us we are doing so that we can have time with our children. And it's just sad, but it's life, and I'm happy because of they highlighted that, they put it right there. And one more thing that I liked, the Zulu brothers, they were all there. You see the Zulu brothers, supporting nxoba, going back and forth with Matubela family, trying to negotiate, the better price. At the end, they lost the battle because they had to pay that extra money. Because the Matubelas, they were not playing. And the Zulu family can see that the Matubelas, what they're doing, they're just actually robbing them because they're not supposed to pay that amount of money. But because of they knew that they were desperate, they made sure that they put the price that they had to pay. Because of, remember, they have a history because of Mandisa has been working for nxoba for many years. And nxoba, we saw that he owns a tavern. And when he was there in the tavern, he was a happy man telling everybody that, hey, guys, listen, but I'm a married man, this and that. He has to say, wait, I didn't receive money yet. So we don't know if they are going to receive the money. Guys, join me when I review episode 9 of The Wife, because it's just deep. This one is one of those episodes whereby there were so many things which are happening on one episode, and I really don't know, how South Africans, will react to this one. It will have mixture of feelings, but this is great TV show, and I appreciate you guys showing me love and support. Thank you.